is a global movement, and I like to define Transition Pittsburgh as a community-led, solution-based movement to address problems such as, or you don't even have to call them problems, to address issues such as peak oil, climate change, financial crises, social crises of all sorts. So Transition Pittsburgh addresses these through community projects and community activities like a gift circle. And so a gift circle is a way of reweaving community. And in our modern culture, we've become very isolated. So I'm gonna draw some pictures here on the board to illustrate why I think gift circles are good. So here we have the title, Gift Circle. And before I fully explain what a gift circle is, some of you may know, but I'll just draw some nice little pictures. So if you live in suburbia, there's a lot of cul-de-sacs. So a cul-de-sac is a big road, and then at the end there's like a big turnabout with a bunch of houses. So I'm just going to draw X's for houses. And so all these people live in the suburb, and in our modern industrial culture, we're pretty much encouraged to be financially independent. And through that financial independence, we tend to become isolated, and usually it's just isolation with family. So a lot of people, they have fences around their house, they're kind of isolated, and a lot of houses are pretty much just boxes, and then we drive in our cars, which are also boxes, to our work, which is also a box, and then we drive to a big box store to get stuff in boxes so we can take it home in our box to our other box. So it's a lot of boxes, and for me, it just boggles my mind because in the natural world, there aren't very many squares, and we're so surrounded by squares that it kind of feels unnatural intuitively. So, anywho, all these people live in the cul-de-sac, and they go to work, they drive out in their cars, and if they ever need anything, if they have any sort of need or want, their first instinct is to go to Walmart, which lives right here. That's right. Wall. So Walmart has everything you could possibly want. And the goal is to be financially independent so you can just get all your needs met at Walmart. You don't have to talk to any of these people if you don't want to, because you can just drive right to Walmart and get everything you need. So there's pretty much no point. You might as well have 10-foot wall around your house because you can get everything you need without talking to any of your neighbors. And so what if Walmart closes down though? Then you don't know where to get all your stuff. What if you need a new bicycle, And so a gift circle is an alternative to going to Walmart, and it's an alternative to being isolated and individualized. And so if we just kind of turn this cul-de-sac into a gift circle, and all these people and families met, say, weekly to have a gift circle, then they could be like, oh, hey, I need a table. Does anyone have a table? And then this lady over here would be like, oh, yeah, I have a table. I'll help you out with that table. And then this old lady over here, she doesn't want to go to Walmart to get her groceries. She wants some local food, So she's like, I have all this backyard, but I don't know how to garden, and I'm too old to garden. Does anyone have little kids that can help me garden? And so these people are like, yeah, we got little kids that help garden. Well, they're moderate age kids. So they help this old lady garden, and they're like growing all this good food back here. And so that's working out well. And as you can see, these people are going from being completely isolated and barely ever bumping into each other to starting to weave this web that crosses through their suburban cul-de-sac. And so all these relationships start blossoming just through this simple act of having a gift circle and asking what you can offer things in the gift circle, and you can also ask for help with whatever you need help with. And so this is just a silly example, but I think it's fairly realistic. So gift circle is a really simple tool for reweaving this web of community. And a girl named Mariah gave a great metaphor. Instead of thinking of it as a web, which is known for trapping things, you could think of it as a cradle, which is known for supporting. So it's this network of support for, a hammock. What did I say?
Cradle.
Cradle. Cradling hammock.
Nurturing.
Exactly. So they're basically the same thing. But anyway, you can come to this hammock and you can be like a little node or a little part of this huge network that helps, and people can come in and have needs or gifts, and then it can find an avenue that it needs to go to. So that's a brief overview of a gift circle. So let's get right into it if that's what you guys want to do. A gift circle, the first round, we can introduce ourselves and answer an icebreaker of some sort. And if any of you saw the Facebook invitation, it was a picture of all these little African kids with their feet touching, and it makes a little circle. And I figured that would be kind of a cool exercise to start out with if you guys are interested in that. It's just a game called Osani that they play, where all the kids sit in a circle and they go around one at a time and they say something in their life that relates to a circle, whether it's literal or metaphorical. So you could say, I like to eat watermelon, and watermelon are kind of a circle. So we can just each say our name and something that is in our life with a circle. Maybe we drive a truck all day, so steering wheel is the circle that's prominent in our lives. So the first round we can answer questions, we can introduce ourselves, and then the second round we can express some sort of need that we want, or something that we would even like. You know, maybe I really like banana chips, and somebody has a bulk order from the co-op of banana chips that they want to get in on with me. And then the third round we can all express something we want to offer, or a skill we want to share with the community. And then on the fourth round, I think it would be cool for us all to share our intentions, whether they relate to the gift circle or not. Because I think when you share intentions and you actually speak what you want to do, it's a really powerful way to get you towards actually doing that. So, thank you. And thank you.